it is a great fixture with a wonderful history, and the usual hype has been building all week long. The stadium is full and the fans are getting to fever pitch. Welcome to the home of West Bromwich Albion.
Please make some noise as we welcome to the pitch our visitors, Aston Villa and West Bromwich Albion.
This game today against Aston Villa.
Here is the West Bromwich Albion. Number 25, Craig Dawson. Number 5, Kyle Bartley.
Manchester City discuss
Number 3,
not being
Kieran Gill.
they've delivered in
Number
recent
6,
years, particularly since they got greater financial backing.
Number 16,
worried about what's going on so far this season.
Number 8,
Had the
Jake
Brown as title
Livermore.
challengers, I believe,
Number 10,
where they are
Matt
at this stage of the
Stewart.
season. I just don't think
Number
they're going to
15,
recover now.
Koichi Iheanacho.
West Bromwich Albion
And number 19, Jay Rodriguez.
away, through against Crystal Palace.
Yeah, I mean, 0-0, clean sheet is the positive slant on it, and I think they might just grab 1 or 2 here to get the win.
West Brom have one change to their lineup. Kieran Gill starts alongside Craig Dawson. In attack, Jay Rodriguez starts together with Kelechi Iheanacho. The Aston Villa
Thank you
team
for
for this
attending the
game.
Hall. Enjoy your match.
It's that old-fashioned art that's quite often ignored and defended, just resolutely sitting in there and seeing what you can get on the break.
So here we go, we're underway here. Jay Rodriguez. Livermore. Keeps out for the pass. Throw in here. Jake Livermore gets his cross in. Well, they've got to keep the crosses coming in. I'm sure in the end they'll deliver something, but it didn't this time. Won it back with an interception. He's got some room out here in the wide position. Can put them in front. Fantastic start. Really quick off the box here. And they've given themselves a terrific boost for what lies ahead. Goalkeeper almost got there, but it wasn't a strong enough touch.
Yeah, he's annoyed with himself, isn't he? Having got a touch on it, feels he should have done better.
Goal, wherever you look at it, it was very well taken.
He's not the easiest of managers to work for, I know that. These players are doing what he demanded beforehand now.
So the first goal, it's 1-0.
West Bromwich Albion goal. Number 6, Ainsley Maitland-Niles.
McGinn. an opening. Not panicking. Chance to put it in the box from here. Trying to lift it over the nearest defender, and he couldn't. Just needed some composure, Alan, didn't he? And then he missed it.
Yeah, I think the occasion got the better of him there.
Contact.
That's just instinct, but that is top defending.
Again. Here's Davis. Taylor. He could cross it now. Good run towards the near post. They took no chances there. It's a corner. Very good effort earlier, wasn't that, Alan? Here it is.
Well, I'm guessing that he's not going to try that again in a hurry, particularly after his manager gets into him after this match.
Corner played in. Gone for the header. You'll have to see that, especially you, Alan, but you can head it much, much better than this one.
Well, you've got to be committed to those headers, and he wasn't quite.
Between the two earlier this season was an absolute thriller. It was just a home win, and now they're the visitors, and I think it will be very, very testing for them to repeat that.
Yeah, it's one of the games of the season, easily, and well, whether we'll get anything like the same, I don't know, but let's hope so.
Kieran Gibbs. Just a mistake, really. He's not even asked too much of the opponent. Hit pass. Taking on the defenders. Space to get the cross in. Excellent work with the tackle. He's coming forward with some danger. Such a classy goal.
Keeper's got no chance because he's hit it so hard to his right.
We can see a slightly different viewpoint on it. Just widen the margin here to 2-0.
West Bromwich Albion goal. Number 10, Matt Phillips.
Probing away, trying to find room for a shot maybe. Now a throw. Ratton. That's a fine challenge, and he's got the ball. Opportunity in a wider area. Put in from the wide area. An opportunity to shoot. They've got it away from the danger. Can find some space here on the flanks. Trying to thread a pass through, but not successful. space for him. Now out on the wing. Good punch from the goalkeeper from the cross. Good defensive clearance there. Untidy work. And shoots! Real miscue here. On the transfer front, there's news from Schalke about a signing that has been completed today.
Yeah, he's coming for decent money, about £30 million. That's what I've been reading anyway, so he'll have to do that figure justice.
Here's Phillips. I don't know whether the manager's told them to do this, but they're just defending deep and saying to the opposition, you can have the ball, you're not going to hurt us. They will be very determined, today's visitors. They've had 3 defeats in a row. They'll be desperately hoping it's not going to be 4.
No, I just wonder about their tactics, whether away from home they might just try and keep things tight and make sure they defend that clean sheet.
Here's a chance to just stretch the opposition with a bit of width. Ramsey, he's got support here. Gets his cross in. Looking to clip it into the middle. The defender getting in the way. Rodriguez. Poor attempt at the pass, really. Here's a chance to whip it in. Defended well. Again, the return ball. The score! Good half the deficit there.
Oh, that's when you need your front man to be nice and composed and to be clinical, and he just wasn't that from close in.
Rodriguez. Could be dangerous. Time to get the ball in. He's going to try it! Tried to keep it down, but couldn't quite manage it.
Oh, I thought he was going to score there. I thought he should have scored.
Bit of space to go forward into with the ball. A lot of defenders between them and the goal, but they've still got the ball. Still his corner. Swung in from the corner. Played away, well away from goal. Chance for the cross. Now this is an interesting attack. Shots off! And he backed it away. Jake Livermore. Moving forward. It's really in the clear now. In on goal. It's in the net for the goal.
Well, he's not far out. You've got to be on your toes in these circumstances, and he was.
Well, they've increased their lead here, and that could just wrap up the match.
Yeah, the much better team out here today, and that scoreline reflects that.
Let's take another look at the goal.
Well, it's great when a plan comes together, and the manager doubly delighted with the way his team are playing.
I don't think we expect expected this. Such a one-sided
West
affair.
Bromwich
But
Albion
on the scoreline.
Number 15,
Here's
Kelechi
Davis.
Iheanacho.
Ramsey. Konahurihan. Now it's Kelechi Iheanacho. Well, there's one for him to chase in behind. He wants to play on the shoulder of the last defender. Just got to get it right. It's all about timing.
An easy one for the linesman. He was a good couple of yards.
Bit of space for him. Now out on the wing.
The fourth official has indicated there will be a minimum of 4 minutes of added time.
He's tried that behind his ambition, but the execution wasn't too good.
I think from that distance, you've got to try and use a bit more power.
Alan, what's gone wrong with him? He looks off the pace.
Well, his team are losing, and I'm sure his defenders and midfielders will be demanding a bit more, a lot more perhaps, from this attacker who needs to start hitting the target.
Again. He can cross it now. Looking to clip it into the middle. The defender getting in the way. Davis. Here's Davis. So we've reached the break. 3-0, the half-time score. I think that's a good performance, isn't it, Alan, from him in the first half?
That was a good first 45 minutes. Some of the runs he made were really impressive, and the goal led to one of them, of course. Just needs to keep it up now, keep up that work rate.